Hey everybody, welcome back to part 2, and still out here by the computers, and as you can see I sold that desk where the backup computer was and boxed it up along with the DOS box. Also took down all the pictures and stuff that were on the wall. Still got a ton of shit to do, but just being lazy. I kind of am hoping to box up all the models and get all the CDs and everything all boxed up today. We'll see if that actually happens, but anyway, let's head down the hallway here to the workroom. And as you can see off to the right there, that is the game room. But here is the workroom, which is where I do all of my walkthrough videos. And starting off, we just have the corner here, which is just kind of a storage area. I got some stuff in some bins. This is where all of my CDs are, because I don't actually listen to CDs, they're all digitized, so I stream them. I just don't see much of a point in popping a CD, and that's kind of a bygone era, but nothing of much interest there. Some tools and whatnot. This is pretty cool, I think. This is going to be the stereo system that will be hooked up to the retro systems. So I've got this older Sony amplifier from back when they were actually making good audio products. And then above that is a BSR 10-band graphical EQ. Cannot wait to get these hooked up. And then below is just some MTX loudspeakers that I bought recently to go with it. So I think Mr. Dude 206 will be able to appreciate that. Can't wait to actually get that set up with the CRT and all the retro consoles. And then back here is my air compressor, which I now use to blow everything out rather than cans of air. I still get cans of air, but just for limited use kind of stuff. And then this is kind of a workbench for when I work on computers. So the computer goes down there, I hook it up with everything, and I've got a monitor, a keyboard, and a mouse and everything, and kind of just work on it up here. And inside is just kind of your typical junk drawer. And then below, I have a bunch of supplies, things like that. And over in this corner, as you can see, I have a backlog of crap here. Lots of stuff to get to do videos on. I got some cable management stuff here, a bunch of cabling and whatnot. There's some old computers that are kind of spare parts for the DOS box. I've got some cables, lots of HDMI cables, even an old reel-to-reel player. If I doubt many of you know what that is or what it's for, but those of you that do, I really have a nostalgia for those kinds of things. But and I got that 56K fax mode. And a good old Riva TNT video card. But then here's the actual workbench, and up on top there is a horde of computer parts. I mean, we got hard drives and optical drives, mice, power stuff, cables, and just motherboards, more cables, audio cables, things like that. Just some CDs and stuff like that, some shelves. And then down below, this is kind of my tool bag that I take out on the road when I'm working. And then you can actually kind of see behind that are some, like got my tape deck here, some a couple of old CD players, a couple of VCRs. Yeah, that's nice. But then here, a bunch of hand tools, a bunch of supplies like alcohol, Goo Gone, my contact cleaner, some paint thinner, screws, tools, all sorts of different stuff. Using these recently just to flatten some manuals, but yeah, lots of different hand tools. That's a soldering iron right there. Not a soldering iron, a soldering gun. It's older than I am. It was my grandfather's. And actually got some parts here for my main computer that I'll be doing an upgrade on as soon as we make the move. But and then here's where I sit to do my walkthrough videos. As you can see, got some stuff on the bench that I need to hurry and wrap up before I have to box this all up, which is now. Should have been boxed up already, but then more the stuff that I get on a more regular basis. And then, actually, I've got some old vinyl records there that are out of print and never released on CD that I still need to digitize for my dad. But yeah, that is basically the workroom. Not much to it. And I actually got this back here, a long power strip that I'll be using on the retro consoles for power bricks, the wall warts. That should help, so I don't have to have 50 billion power strips for everything. But yeah, that is the workroom. I'll miss this because it's nice to have it's a very nice room. Oh, and then for some reason, I've got 1/4-inch brake line. I sold all of my car parts. This place used to be filled with car parts, but I've sold them all, except for a few things, that being one of them. I'm not sure why. If any of you need mild still 1/4-inch brake line, let me know. That can be yours for the low price of pretty much nothing. But yeah, that is pretty much it for the workroom. Sad to see it go, because it's a very nice room, as you can see. It was actually meant to be a like a washroom, like a fur washer and dryer. But anyway, this is my game storage area, and we'll start here with these bins that are behind the door. And as you can see, in these bins I keep extra controllers, doubles, I keep game boxes and whatnot, lots of different boxes and stuff like that. Like there's some PC stuff, Genesis, those are a bunch of spare consoles, all my N64 stuff, Super Nintendo, 2 boxes full of big box computer games, and down to the bottom, NES. But yeah, tons of bins, and I'm probably going to need more. And then I got some lighting that I use for shooting videos and whatnot. It's just some of it. The other is in the actual game room from recording my last video. But I've got all my NES games, but we'll talk about that in the actual game room video. In this corner is a lot of empty cases for different systems and whatnot. So when I get in a game with a crappy case, this is where I head. But also, there's the Fanatec wheel. I still need to get a seat for it and actually hook the darn thing up for racing games. Works for the PS3, 360, and PC, but maybe I should just sell it. I don't know. But and then in this box is actually a bunch of Atari games that I need to get put in cases, but need to get more universal game cases for it. But yeah, lots of different empty cases there. Some car parts I'm still trying to sell. Some game stuff I'm trying to sell. And then, as you can see, a Sega Master System box from my Master System that I bought earlier this year, I think. But it would be in one of these 3 huge bins, but it's too damn big to even fit in those. And what's in these 3 bins? Boxes for all my consoles. All of my console boxes. I have every console box except for a couple. I think the 2600, the Dreamcast, and the Saturn. I think I have boxes for everything else. So that's where I keep them all rather than putting them on display. Who knows, maybe I'll put them on display in the next game room. We'll have to see. But up top there is the drum set for rock band The Beatles, which I don't play because I suck ass at the drums. So I tried it a few times and it was very, very pathetic to watch, I'm sure. But then I have my golf clubs, which is also a very pathetic sight to see. But then I have those 3 consoles there. They're kind of in an overflow. I'll talk about them in the next video in the game room tour. But and then I just kind of keep some pickups type stuff there. And this is where I keep all of my pickups, kind of a staging area. Don't want to show them off too much because I haven't showed you that pickups video yet. But yeah, that is pretty much it for those two rooms. And next up, we will head to the game room in part 3 of the game room tour over here and show you what the actual game room looks like and talk about all the systems. Hopefully that one won't drag on too long, but there is quite a bit to go through. But thanks for tuning in, guys. If you got any comments or questions, just leave them down below. And I will see you guys with the next video. Later.